Welcome to another edition of Women Lead TV. I'm Michelle Berquist, your host, and with me today, not only my friend, a colleague, but co-founder to Sue Talks. And Deanna Potter is one of our co-founders, also our very first Sue Talks presenter. So Miss Deanna, tell everybody what Sue is. What is Sue Talks?
Oh, Sue, first of all, stands for Successful, Unstoppable, Empowering. And Sue Talks is a brainchild of mine and yours.
A head kind of thing.
Yeah, a head thing, yeah.
What is the story of Sue Talks? I mean, let's go with that conversation.
All right,
so let's make it professional, because there's always the kind of real and raw. But then there's
I think I'm a little insulted that it would be anything but professional, honestly, Michelle. I mean, don't scare the viewers.
Beverages.
So, actually there were no beverages in this story.
That's right.
You and I were on the phone together. Now, I don't know what you were doing at home, but I was at home.
Jammies.
Yeah, jammies. We were on a conference call, and we were talking about actually other projects. And at the time, I don't even know what rabbit hole we were down. And I, for some reason, went, Michelle, there are those other talks. We all know those other talks. They're fabulous. We love those other talks.
Yeah.
And they really are. But all of a sudden I went, why couldn't we do something? We're in the lane of women leading in business and really kind of taking over the world, and or getting our fair share of the world. And I had said, why couldn't we do something for women, an event series, a talk series for women? And I went, I don't know, maybe we'd call it Sue Talks. And Sue,
we didn't say Sue yet, so here.
On that conversation we did.
We did?
Oh yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
okay.
we didn't define Sue, because I said, I don't know, maybe we'd call it Sue.
So I was thinking Tess, and saying Tess, but no, Sue's much better.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I did spit out Sue on the first line. We just didn't go there, because your answer to everything, which is what I admire about you and I love about you, is your answer is always, why not? Which is great. Let's try it. Of course, at the time, though, we were supposed to be focused on what we were talking about. Right. And we said, all right, well, that's kind of interesting, I think you said, and you wrote it down, Sue Talks, and we put it away.
It's called So Let It Be Written. Right?
And So Let It Be Written, yes.
We're going.
Yeah. So we put it away on the shelf, and we were building the women's conference at the time for the very first one.
It festered.
It festered. It was like an itch you couldn't scratch. So about a year and a half went by, and we pulled it down off the shelf, and we really started talking about it. And we started to define Sue, and we felt like the words had to be really particular and appropriate. We did not pick successful, unstoppable, and empowering.
Out of the hat?
No. There was a lot of time on thesaurus, a lot of time on the internet,
I started looking up every letter in the alphabet that had S, U, and E.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time on those.
Yeah, but then let's talk about this a little bit, because I think this is what is interesting about Sue Talks, is it's, among being what Sue is, successful, unstoppable, and empowering women, it's about women who are changing the face of business. I mean, that inspires me when we came up with that tagline that said, these are women who are going to stand on a stage, pour their heart and their boldness into a talk that is how long? And it's
12 minutes.
12 priceless, brief minutes.
Yes, yeah. And for those of you who say that women can't shut up, I just got to tell you, okay, or can't get to the point, they are so wrong. These women, and I encourage you to go to SueTalks.com and take a look at our YouTube channel, and really allow yourself to sit for a few moments, 12 minutes, and see what it's all about. Because being in charge of the coaching division for Sue Talks
we have divisions now?
We do.
This is new to me. We have divisions now. I love this. Okay.
As the head of the coaching division, I will tell you, having worked with every one of these powerful women, they, as you mentioned, are very bold. They get up there and they share the absolute deepest essence of who they are, both from a personal standpoint, but tie it into their journey as leaders in business. And in those 12 minutes, it's amazing how much they share, the lessons they are able to put out there in front of hundreds of people, and what these audiences walk away with. It's a
We've had some showstoppers.
Oh gosh, and it's a very unique brand. It is very, very unique. Sue is different.
Tell them again what the website is.
Oh, SueTalks.com.
That's SUE.
Yes.
Talks, TALKS.
With an S.
.com. Yeah. So do something for me. We've got a few minutes left, and I'm really curious. You were our very first Sue Talk presenter.
Yeah.
You know more than anybody what it's like to prepare for a Sue Talk, because these are not stand up, have your PowerPoint, give a keynote.
No.
There is a process to it, but you actually put yours together, I think it was 2 weeks?
Yeah, 14 little days.
Okay.
And I will tell you that the average Sue Talker starts 5 months in advance. Well, actually 6 months when you talk about the submission process.
When they finally get to it is another subject.
Yeah, so we take submissions online. There are themes for each of the Sue Talks. Right now we are in San Diego, Orange County. This year we'll be going to LA, Pasadena and LA are on the docket. So, and we're taking over the world in the next 5 years.
Let's do
of
it.
course, we're doing it. But at the time when we launched our first one in San Diego, Michelle had said, Deanna, I think you should be, the first Sue Talker. And my answer was no, which to many people who know me will be like, what? You passed up a chance to be on
I
stage?
came back and said, no, you must.
And I went, because this isn't about me. This is our baby, but it's about other women having the opportunity. And we literally got 14 days away, and she went, no, I'm insisting you need to do it. Where everybody else had 5, by the time we picked them, we had our individuals, they had 5 months of multiple coaching.
No, not the first round.
No, they had less.
They
They had weeks. But now people get 5 months of coaching sessions, video rehearsals. It's a very, very detailed, supportive process. I had 14 days, which was still less than everybody else.
But here's the question. What did you love about giving your Sue Talk? I know you put your heart on a stage. You were the very first one. You've come over some really incredible adversity, right, health-wise. But, being a little bit serious, what was it like for you to be on stage and sharing that kind of story in 12 minutes?
That's such a great question.
I try.
And I hate to say the word that just came to mind.
Which is?
Empowering.
Was it?
That's the word that just came to mind.
Wow.
Which is so appropriate.
It so fits.
And if I were a walking thesaurus, I would quickly find another word to replace empowering with. I don't know. It felt good. It just felt so wonderful. And at the time, we only had, the first crowd was 50 people. It was so intimate.
No, we had 75 in the first room.
Oh, okay, sorry. She handles all the logistics.
I totally know all these totals.
Yeah, she knows that stuff.
What their blood type was. I can tell you what they do for social fun. But we combined it with our conference.
Yes,
so
we
we didn't
did.
even know what the response was going to be.
Yeah, we had no idea.
It was kind of like, Sue Talks, what?
But it was a smaller group, and it was very intimate, and it was really, it was different. Doing what I do, and being, instructional sometimes, and, all of the work I do with the Center for Organization Effectiveness is very different. And this was much more intimate, and it was about really, you hate when I use this word, I think, sometimes, but when we get on the stage as a Sue Talker, it is very raw. And I know you hate that, but it is. It is really.
I feel like it's like the wrestling when people say raw. It's like
well, I don't watch that stuff. I don't know what you're watching on the weekends, but I don't watch that.
There you go. So this is why YouTube is so great. We're just like we're being raw.
We're being raw. We are.
Being
but when I coach people, and if they are in some sort of an industry where they do stand in front of people and they present in any sort of way, whether they're an executive or whether maybe they do some sort of training or something like that, they have to break that all down, because that's not what Sue is about.
Right.
And so all of a sudden, when we put them back together as a Sue Talker, it's different for them. No, whether they are comfortable or have never been on a stage, it's different. Every one of them, it's different for them. It's a very different experience.
The pressure was on when we started these that then I was compelled to do that. And I do see that it is about breaking it down, because I'm getting ready to give a Sue Talk in December. I've never done it. This is I wouldn't say incredible process. I'll say it's an interesting process, because as a speaker, I'm used to telling people what to do. This is very heart-centered and very personal. So let's tell people
it's raw.
It is okay, we'll go with raw. But how can people find us one more time?
SueTalks.com.
And we hope we will see you in Los Angeles, Arizona coming soon. It's like we're hoping for national and world domination. Let's go with that.
Right there.
I want to thank you for visiting us again for Women Lead TV. We'll be back for another edition, and we'll catch you on the next one.